Hello friends, welcome to the RJ Rohika Sharma channel. I hope you all are good. Before the start the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We will talk about the story that inspires millions of Shah Rukh Khan journey. Some lives are ordinary, some lives are successful, and then there are lives that become inspiration for generation. Shah Rukh Khan belongs to the third category. By the time his journey reached this stage, he was no longer just acting in films. He had become a symbol of possibility for millions of young dreamers who come to big cities with nothing but hope. His story is proof that courage can rewrite destiny. He often talked about the power of dreaming big growing up in New Delhi. He never imagined the scale of success waiting ahead, but he always believed in effort. That belief brought him to Mumbai, the city of dreams, where struggle is the first step of every newcomer. His early television work in Fauji introduced audiences to a confident young performer. Soon after, he entered film with fearless choices, even playing negative roles when most newcomers avoided them. That courage shaped his destiny as an actor who was not afraid to experiment. Years later, those risks turned into legendary performance. From emotional depth to intense drama and powerful action, he explored every corner of cinema. And when massive blockbusters like Pathan and Jawan arrived, they reminded the world that consistency and patience eventually lead to triumph. But beyond cinema, Shah Rukh Khan's journey, personality shines through intelligence and humility. His speeches are often filled with humor, philosophy, and self-awareness. He talks about success without arrogance and failure without shame. That balance has made him admired not only as an actor but also as a thinker. Through his company Red Chillies Entertainment, he continued to support innovative storyteller and advanced filmmaking technology. He believed the future of Indian cinemas lies in creativity, collaboration, and courage. And then there is an emotional connection with fans. Every year, thousands gather outside Mannat, hoping to see him for just a few seconds. When he appears on the balcony and waves, it becomes a magical moment. In that small gesture lies decades of gratitude. A superstar acknowledging the people who built his legacy. Because he understands something very deeply. Fans are not followers, they are partners in the journey. Shah Rukh Khan life teaches us that success is not a single achievement, it is a continuous process of learning, evolving, and staying grounded even when the world places you on a pedestal. From a young boy with dreams to a global icon respected across continent, his story is not just about cinema, it is about belief stronger than fear. And as long as dreamers continue to search for inspiration, the journey of Shah Rukh Khan will continue to guide them forward. Because legends don't just succeed, they inspire the world to succeed. As the year moved forward, the story of Shah Rukh Khan became more than a biography. It becomes a symbol of courage, persistence, and endless dreaming. There was a time when he arrived in Mumbai with nothing but determination. No family background in films, no guaranteed opportunities, no powerful connection, just a young man carrying the confidence that hard work would eventually create its own path. That belief slowly turned into reality. From his television appearance in Fauji to unforgettable cinematic moments in Dilwale Duniya Le Jayenge. His career moved through different eras of storytelling. Every phase demanded reinvention, and Shah Rukh Khan embraced each challenge with courage. When the audience wanted romance, he became the face of love story. When cinema demanded depth, he delivered powerful performances in films like Swadesh. And when modern audience wanted large-scale spectacles, he returned with high-energy blockbusters like Chawan, Dawn, and others. But success in cinema was only one part of his journey. Behind the camera, he worked tirelessly to build a creative ecosystem through Red Chili's entertainment. He supported filmmakers, invested in technology, helped bring global level visual effect to Indian cinema. His goal has always been clear to make Indian cinema stronger on the world stage. At the same time, he remained deeply connected to the audience that shaped his career. The bond between Shah Rukh Khan and his fan is one of the most powerful relationships in entertainment history. Every year, thousands gather outside Mannat hoping to see their favorite star. When he steps onto the balcony and waves, it feels like celebrity greeting and more like a celebration of shared dreams because fans say something of themselves. They see a boy from Delhi, New Delhi, who dare to believe bigger than his circumstances. They see someone who faced failure but refused to give up. They see proof that determination can turn ordinary beginning into extraordinary achievements. Even today, Shah Rukh Khan continue to evolve. He reads scripts carefully, chooses projects through fully, thoughtfully, and constantly explores new creative directions for him. Learning never stops. He once said, success is not about reaching the top, it is about staying curious enough to keep climbing. That mindset explains why his journey continues to inspire millions around the world, from television beginning to global superstardom, to become one of the most respected names in entertainment. Shah Rukh Khan story reminds us that dreams are not limited by background; they are shaped by courage. And as long as people believe in the power of hard work and imagination, his legacy will continue to shine because the greatest legends are not born; they are built through belief. So the journey Shah Rukh Khan continued to unfold, one truth become clear with every passing year. His legacy is not built only on fans, but on determination that never faded. When he first stepped into the world of cinema, very few could imagine that the young actor from New Delhi would one day become one of the most recognized faces on the planet. The road ahead was uncertain, the competition was fierce, and the expectations were enormous. Yet he carried a belief stronger than doubt, a belief that relentless effort could transform dreams into reality. His early days in television with Fauji introduced audience to his natural charisma. Soon after, he stepped into film and began exploring characters that were bold and unconventional, while many actors avoided complex roles in the beginning of their career. Shah Rukh Khan embraced them, proving that courage in choices often leads to greatness. Years later, those fearless decisions become milestones of cinema. Romantic classic like Dilwale Dhunile Le Jayenge made him the face of love stories for entire generation. Powerful performances in films like Suresh show his depth as an actor who could portray emotion with authenticity and sincerity. And when modern cinema began shifting toward large-scale action and spectacles, Shah Rukh Khan once again reinvented himself. Massive hits such as Pathan, Jawan proved that even after decades in the industry, he could still dominate the global box office. But perhaps the most inspiring part of his journey is what happened behind the spotlight. Through his company Red Chilli Entertainment, he has helped shape the future of filmmaking by investing in advanced technology, innovating storyteller, and creative collaboration. His vision extends beyond acting. He wants India cinema to grow stronger and reach audiences across the world. Despite all this success, humility remains one of his strongest qualities. Fans who gather outside Mannat in Mumbai every year experience a moment that feels deeply personal. When he waves from the balcony, it is not just a superstar greeting his admirers. It is a reminder that gratitude keeps success meaningful because Shah Rukh Khan understands something powerful. Fame may create distance, but respect creates connection. From the narrow streets of Delhi to the grand stage of international cinema, his journey represents courage, persistence, and imagination. It teaches millions that success is rarely instant. It is built through years of discipline and resilience. This story reminds us that legends are not defined by how long they shine, but by how deeply they inspire others to chase their own dreams. And as long as people believe in the magic of cinema and the power of hard work, the name Shah Rukh Khan will continue to echo across generations, not just as a superstar but as a living symbol of possibility. Because the greatest journey are those that inspire millions to start their own. By this stage of his life, Shah Rukh Khan had already achieved something, everything. Most actors dream about fame, success, award, and global recognition. But what really made his story remarkable was the influence he carried beyond cinema. For millions of people across the world, he was no longer just an actor, he had become a voice of motivation. Whenever he spoke in interview or at international events, people listened carefully. His words were often filled with humor, wisdom, and life lesson. He spoke about failure openly, about learning constantly, and about staying humble when he when success surrounds you. Born in New Delhi, he never forgot the value that shape his personality. Discipline, respect, and perseverance become the pillars of his journey. Those same values help him survive the unpredictable world of entertainment in Mumbai. A city where thousands chased him, but only a few reached the top. From the early days of television in Fauji to cinematic masterpieces like Pathan, Dilwale, his career evolved with time, but evolution did not stop there. Even after decades in the industry, he continued exploring new style of storytelling and technology through his production company Red Chillies Entertainment. His ability to reinvent himself became one of his greatest strengths. When audience wanted intense emotional drama, he delivered powerful performance. When global cinema demanded high energy action and spectacles, he returned with blockbuster. But beyond achievements, Shah Rukh Khan remained deeply connected to the people who supported him. Every year, it is a relationship based not only on admiration but also on gratitude. Because he often said that his success belongs as much of the audience as him. That real information is not about a popular or power. It is about inspiring people to believe in themselves. Every journey eventually becomes history, but some histories become legends. Shah Rukh Khan's story is one of those rare journeys that will continue inspiring people long after the present generation. From a young dreamer who arrived in Mumbai with ambition, he transformed into a global culture icon. His name becomes synonymous with Bollywood itself across continent. People who may not understand the language of his films still understand the emotion he brings to the screen. That emotion connection is the secret behind his timeless appeal. Movies like Tan, Don, Dilwale continue to attract audience even decades after their release. Inspiration stories such as Chuck the India motivates fear to believe in teamwork and resilience. And modern blockbusters show that age does not limit creativity or energy. But perhaps the most powerful part of his legacy is a message his life sent to the world. You do not need powerful background to achieve greatness. You don't need perfect circumstances to chase your dream. All you need is courage, patience, and the willingness to keep moving forward. From the streets of Delhi to the legendary gates. From the streets of New Delhi to the legendary gates of Mannat in Mumbai, his journeys prove that dreams can travel extraordinary distances, and perhaps that is why millions admire him. Not just for the roles he played, but for the life he built. Because Shah Rukh Khan did not just become a superstar, he became a symbol of hope, and symbols never fade. Because some journeys are not just stories, they are inspiration for generation, the spirits that keep rising. As times move forward, very few stars manage to stay relevant across generations. Trends change, audience evolve, and the film industry constantly transform. Yet, Shah Rukh Khan continues to stand tall, not just as a successful star actor, but as a timeless personality who adapts with grace and intelligence. What makes his journey extraordinary is the spirit that keeps rising no matter the circumstances. Success never made him complacent, and challenges never made him step back. Instead, each phases of his life become a new chapter of growth. From his early beginning in Delhi, he carried a fearless attitude towards life. When he moved to Mumbai, he entered an industry filled with uncertainty. Thousands of talented individuals were chasing the same dream, but Shah Rukh Khan had something special, an unstoppable work ethics and unwavering belief in himself. His television appearance in Fauji gave audience that first glimpse of his natural charisma. Soon after, he stepped into films and began building a career filled with bold choices instead of following the safe path. He experimented with different characters and emotional layers, gradually shaping his identity as one of the most versatile actors in Indian cinema. Over the year, his performance created unforgettable moments in film history. Romantic classics like Dilwale defined an entire generation idea of love. Inspiration films such Chak De India show his ability to portray strength, leadership, and determination. And even after decades in the industry, he proved that reinvention is always possible with massive action blockbuster like Pathan, Jawar. He once again demonstrated that passion and preparation can keep an artist relevant in every era. But Shah Rukh Khan influence goes far beyond acting. Through his production company, he continued to contribute to the growth of India cinema by supporting innovating and storytelling and advanced filmmaking technology. His vision has helped India films compete on a global stage. Perhaps the most powerful part of his story is the bond he shared with his fans. Outside his residence, Manna thousand gather every year hoping to catch a glimpse of the superstar, who inspired their dreams when he stepped onto the balcony and waves. It became a moment of connection between the legends and the people who believe in. That connection has lasted for decades because it is built on authenticity and gratitude. Shah Rukh Khan often reminds young dreamers that success does not come overnight. It requires patience, discipline, and the courage to keep moving forward. Even when the path seemed uncertain, his own life reflected message perfectly. From a determined young man in Delhi to a global icon celebrated across the continent. His journey continued to inspire people who believe that dedication transforms ordinary beginning into extraordinary achievements. Remind us that the greatest strength of a legend is not just a talent; it is spirit to rise again and again, no matter how high the mountain becomes. And as long as cinemas continue to evolve, the story of Shah Rukh Khan will remain a shining example of what passion, perseverance, and belief can achieve. Because some journey never stop inspiring the world. The power of belief. Every extraordinary journey is powered by one visible force. Belief for Shah Rukh Khan. Belief was not just an idea, it was the foundation of his life. Long before global fame, awards, and records breaking films, there was simply a young man from New Delhi who refused to limit his dream. Life had already tested him early, but instead of slowing him down, those challenges made his determination stronger. When he arrived in Mumbai, he stepped into the world where thousands were trying to achieve the same dream. The film industry was competitive and unpredictable, but Shah Rukh Khan believed that dedication and confidence could open doors that seemed impossible to enter. His first major recognition came through television, when where audience noticed his natural energy and screen presence. It was only the beginning of a journey that would soon transform India cinema. As he entered film, he made bold choices that surprised everyone. Instead of waiting for perfect roles, he accepted challenging characters and delivered performances. Filled with passion and intensity, this fearless approach gradually built his reputation as an actor willing to explore every emotion and every story. Soon, cinema lovers around the world began connecting deeply with performance. Romantic classics become timeless culture movements. Inspiration films like show advance audience the strength of teamwork and resilience. And decades later, Shah Rukh Khan once again surprised the industry with powerful action blockbuster films. These films prove that patience does not fade with time, it evolves and grows stronger. but beyond the screen, his vision extended towards the future of cinema itself. Through Red Chilli Entertainment, he helped introduce advanced visual effects and innovative storytelling telling methods, helping India's cinemas expand its global reach. Yet, even when with immense success, he remained deeply grateful to the people who made his journey possible, his fans. Outside Manna, thousands gather every year hoping to see him wave from the balcony. That simple gesture symbolizes a relationship built over decades, a superstar acknowledging the love and loyalty that carried him to greatness. Shah Rukh Khan, life teaches an important lesson. Dreams are powerful, but belief makes them real. Belief pushes people to take risks. Belief keeps them from moving forward during difficult moments. Belief transforms ordinary life into extraordinary stories. From the streets of Delhi to the global stage of cinema, his journey reminds us that success is never accidental. It is created through courage, persistence, and faith in oneself. Of his story showed that the greatest achievements are not just about fame or recognition, they are about inspiring others to believe in their own potential. And as long as people continue to change stream that seems impossible, the story of Shah Rukh Khan will remain a guiding light for generation to come. Because every great legends begin with a single belief: I can do it. Shah Rukh Khan's journey did not stop after success awards or worldwide fame. His story becomes something much bigger than just film. It becomes a symbol of dreams, courage, and determination. A boy who once walked through the street of Delhi with big dreams in his heart eventually became one of the most loved stars in the world. People from different countries, culture, and languages connected with him not just because of his movie, but because of his humility, hard work, and powerful personality. Even after decades in the film industry, Shah Rukh Khan continued to reinvent himself. He explored different kinds of stories, experimented with new roles, and supported fresh talent in the film industry. His production house also helped create opportunities for new actors and filmmakers. But what really made his journey special was his connection with people. Whenever he spoke in interview or public events, he often shared one simple message: dream big, work hard, and never stop believing in yourself. For millions of fans, Shah Rukh Khan was not just a superstar, he was proof that a dreamer can change destiny. Young people across the world saw his story and realized that background struggles or failure do not define a person. What defines a person is the courage to continue moving forward. Today, his journey is still being written. New films, new achievements, and new inspiration continue to add chapter to his story. And somewhere, a young boy watching his film might also be dreaming of achieving something extraordinary, just like Shah Rukh once did. Because legends are not only remembered for their success, they are remembered for the hope they give to the world. If you enjoyed this inspiring story, don't forget to support the